There's been a lot of questions about the funding that Floyd has received, and other people are even suspecting Johan Rupert. People have taken out articles, have taken out information, including this picture of which Floyd took. It's not a clear picture, it's very blurry, but people are insinuating that that is Floyd in the same table as Johan Rupert. Now, the overarching question is whether Floyd is working with Johan Rupert and whether Johan Rupert is funding Floyd in this process of engaging with the community to determine if whether a political party is needed in South Africa or not. Sanbon, and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, let us look at Johan Rupert and Floyd Shivambu, and whether Johan Rupert is using Floyd Shivambu as a puppet to advance his political revenge. When the Economic Freedom Fighters was formed in the early stages of its formation, Julius Malema used to talk about Johan Rupert, and this is what he used to say about Johan Rupert.
First time they took a political stand and attacked a political formation was when the Youth League spoke about land expropriation without compensation and nationalization. And when we went aggressively to get the ANC to agree in the NGC of the ANC, he then realized that this is becoming a reality and said the Youth League is like an irritating mosquito in a tent and it needs a doom. And since then, we've been under a huge attack, both politically and personally. President Zuma became that doom in the ANC, used by monopoly capital to destroy one of the most critical structures in the struggle for economic freedom, the ANC Youth League. It's a dead organization today because Rupert gave that instruction.
Johan Rupert didn't let it lie down. Instead, he used to reply to Julius Malema, and this is what he used to say.
Malema. Because if it hadn't been for his narratives, I was in danger of becoming totally irrelevant. I mean, you guys have forgotten about us. Firstly, I don't live in Stellenbosch. I don't know I can be part of the Stellenbosch Mafia. We live in Somerset West. And I haven't been given an award for so long until Mr. Malema arrived. And he pointed out to me that I was running the ANC, the DA, the SARS, by the way, like El SARS. They only give me trouble, especially recently, by the way.
After that, we saw him attacking the Economic Freedom Fighters, but they triumphed all the allegations and the accusations up until last year's elections. After the elections last year, we see the measures of people like Harley Krill who are accusing Julius Malema of white genocide, and they've even, taken this thing of white genocide in South Africa, that even in the White House, they went there and they discussed Julius Malema and his videos were played. And this is what Johan Rupert said in that very meeting about Julius Malema.
Wine all of those things properly, you will see I'm the biggest target of that rabble-rouser. Number one for over 10 years, Mr. Malema. In fact, the first time I met him, he was in the Youth League with that gentleman, and look how he's changed. Right. I've been against apartheid all my life, and I'm their number one target. Please just Google my name and Malema. You'll see it, sir.
Yeah. That didn't just end here, South Africans. It then moved to a point of the UK denying Julius Malema visa to travel to the UK because of Kill the Boer and other tweets that Julius Malema, as well as interviews that he has said something about white people, about black people and land. Subsequent to this, guys, we see that Floyd Shivambu then comes and forms his movement or consultation process where he's always bad-mouthing the EFF, always saying negative about the EFF. Yesterday he got an interview and he could have said positive about the EFF, but instead this is what he had to say about Julius Malema.
One person decides its direction, its character, its content, and is the only person who speaks in all the major platforms of the organization. I mean, I was in the EFF for 11 years.
Yeah.
There were thousands of press conferences there. Even when I was the one who had qualitatively better explanations of some of the questions that will be asked them. A person will try to answer those questions because he wants to be the only one that speaks.
Do you mean Julius Malema?
Yes.
Shivambu has been accused many a times of not sticking to the truth because he's even revealed statistics that are not even true reflection of his party. He could have focused on that people, yes, are interested. Instead, he spent the first 10 minutes talking about Umkhonto weSizwe and the economic freedom fighters. Where does Rupert enter in Umkhonto weSizwe? Umkhonto weSizwe party, when Zuma was in the ANC, they didn't have any problem with Zuma. Zuma started being a problem after the 2024 elections when he became a big threat in the ANC. That's when we started seeing a lot of internal fights. A lot of malls were busy leaking information. A lot of people living in leadership position just became a disruptive party, and the first distraction was Jabulani Khumalo. That's where Jabulani Khumalo had a lot of cases saying that is his party. Where is Jabulani Khumalo getting all this money, guys? That's the question that I also wish to answer, even though he is a director from Umkhonto weSizwe party, as from these documents that I will put here. But the question still remains, who's funding him? Where is he getting all this money? Yesterday, again, Floyd Shivambu then spoke bad about Unclear and Zuma.
Meeting of officials that took that decision, that report came with him and it was given to him by the people I refer to as scoundrels.
You know who they are, by the way? I'm just curious.
It's different people there. That includes an imbecile, a fool called Unclear, one of the foolish leaders of Umkhonto weSizwe who unfortunately represents the people there. He's always on drugs and always high on alcohol in terms of how he deals with issues. That is what we're dealing with every day. And he will even take pride that he is going to tell lies to President Zuma about him. And of course, we will use the otherwise very gullible and directionless daughter of President Zuma. Who of course has got first front row access to President Zuma by virtue of being the daughter. So that is basically what we're dealing with.
This is not an attack on Unclear and Zuma. This is also a direct attack on Jacob Zuma. Because if you can look at it, guys, you cannot attack the daughter, not attack the father. The fact that he's attacking the daughter is attacking the father. This is what Julius Malema used to say about Rupert a while ago.
All those people attack any emerging small business. They don't care whether it's white or black. Any strong emerging business which is in direct contestation with what the Ruperts and them are specializing in, it will receive a huge consistent attack.
Rupert is a man that doesn't like small political parties that are going to be a threat to the ANC. The ANC always has to come up, always has to triumph everything. I don't know what you guys think. Do you think that Floyd is being funded by Johan Rupert to advance his political agenda, to get back at Julius Malema, to dismantle MKP? What do you guys think? Please comment your thoughts. And remember, it was made clear even by John Steenhuisen in the White House that the black parties are not supposed to be together. The black parties are not supposed to unite. Please check out this video.
I also want to just say this, that the two individuals that are in that video that you've seen are both leaders of opposition minority parties in South Africa. Umkhonto weSizwe under Mr. Zuma and the economic freedom fighters under Mr. Malema. Now, the reason that my party, the Democratic Alliance, which has been an opposition party for over 30 years, chose to join hands with Mr. Ramaphosa's party was precisely to keep those people out of power.
The question that I have for you is does Floyd really want to launch a political party that will be ruling one day? Floyd doesn't want to go to parliament, guys. He's made it clear and didn't even go to parliament with MKP. If he was wanting to go to parliament, he could have went there. What is he trying to do? Is he trying to advance Johan Rupert's politics? Is he trying to cause some distraction? Is he here for revenge? Or he's just launching his party by using the MKP and the EFF to trend every day? Is this a distraction for us to not focus on the GNU? Because right now, Cyril Ramaphosa has been taken to court because of that national dialogue. The DA is busy there putting people in disciplinary action because of their ancestral calling. Is it this a distraction to move us from thinking about or looking at the GNU? I don't know what you guys think. I'm not saying that it is true, but I'm just saying that what can be the reason why Rupert will come for Julius Malema as well as Jacob Zuma. Finally, it is not clear as to who is funding Floyd because he was asked this question in his press brief, and this is how he answered the question.
And you say you're going to be traversing parts of the country and different regions. Where are you getting the money for this?
This is a national organizer, Secretary General. I've never used the money of Umkhonto weSizwe to travel from any place to another place. Not once. even when we travel out of the country, because I be able to persuade people to contribute for travel, and I purposefully did that. Like I never got to be dependent on Mkondo's on anything. Like there's no political party that is going to be funded by Bushiri.
Clearly, he's not ready to conceal that information. And knowing Floyd these days is very vocal, he could have told us who is funding him and who is giving him money or not. But nonetheless, I think this is a show that we'll all watch. Keep on watching. Nonetheless, guys, what do you think? Do you think Rupert is using Floyd? Do you think that they're working together? And guys, what do you think? Please comment your thoughts. Otherwise, I'll see you on my next upload. Bye.